Hi, Facebook family. It's the end of week 4. I'm here at Calvin Community Center doing my bi-weekly circuit training. Mo's not here with me today. She just left me instructions on what I should be doing. I also had a nice visit with a nutritionist this week who gave me some great ideas to help with my eating plan. So I feel like I'm finally starting to make some headway. Right now I'm using the stability ball against the wall here to do some squats. And someone sent me an article this morning from, of all news outlet sources, Jezeera, an article asking why so many American women were dying in childbirth. And the article really hit the nail on the head because it did focus on women of color and communities of color, and discussed in a really open way that you won't find in the American press about why these disparities in outcomes persist among women of color and in communities of color, and why in large cities with large minority populations and immigrant populations, the maternal mortality rates, that is, women dying in connection with childbirth, how in some American large cities the rates rival some third world countries. And in cities like LA and New York, Chicago, the death rates of women during the childbearing year rival such countries as Iran and Syria. Now, of course, this ought to be. The article even quotes the figures. I'd have to go back and cite the source, that in some of these cities the death rates for African American women are about 79 per 100,000 per population for African American women, and about 10 deaths per 100,000 people for white population. So huge disparities. I'm headed off next week to Washington, D.C. for the CIMS Leadership Summit. CIMS, C-I-M-S, that's Coalition for Improving Maternity Services. We'll be talking about innovations in maternity care. And of course, one of the things I'll be bringing up in that meeting is trying to keep health disparities, especially disparities for low-income African American women, on the table in that discussion, because the rates that we're seeing when we take a closer look, not just at the United States as a whole, but at individual urban populations, the death rates are really outrageous and getting worse. So still working on getting in shape for the Walk for Infant Mortality Awareness, and still working hard on all issues that impact perinatal outcome disparities in communities of color. So till next week, this is Sherry signing off with my stability ball. See you next time.